Hey guys, welcome back. Did you miss out on that super hot trend of the all green Christmas tree last year? Well, worry not, because today I'm going to take you through this high design, minimalistic style so that you can get this look recreated at home. I'm going to give you some great designer tips today, and also as your personal shopping assistant, I have a full shopping list prepared for you in the description below. So if you want to shop from the comfort of your living room and get this look, this is a video for you. We're going to continue on our journey through these 16 stunning Christmas tree designs. I'm really excited to share this awesome video with you today, so let's cue in the Christmas music and get started. The next theme is the Emerald Evergreen tree. This is a really beautiful tree that has actually started coming in style last season. And so last season you started to see a lot of all green trees come in, and that's also still definitely on trend this year for the holiday. This beautiful Christmas tree is a hot trend for a reason. This has such an elegant and high design feeling to it. This is going to really make any home look gorgeous this Christmas season. And this is just another beautiful piece that is easily achievable with things you probably already own. So you're not going to need to change your Christmas tree, because a green Christmas tree is perfect for this. You want to just get some green ribbon and some green ornaments. You probably already have some of those, but you want to get a little bit more to get that more monochromatic appearance, and maybe a couple of nice green, lime green, deep green, and a couple of gold picks to add some accent to that, and you're going to get this nice look. And to get this look, you can really easily start with any green tree. So probably the tree that you already own, you can go ahead and use that. If you want some suggestions for a tree, I'll have a couple linked in the description below for you. I really like this one here, this 7-foot tree that has the variation in the branches. So it depends on your personal preference if you like one that is uniform in nature. But for me, if I was going to purchase one today, I would really lean towards this one that has the variation in the type of evergreen that's present on this pine tree. And so I think that this is a really good option, and this is the one I would go with if I were you. Now, when you want to try for a ribbon on a tree like this, you're really going to be thinking about everything is going to be green. So this green velvet ribbon is really a perfect accent to this type of tree. Now, one of my signatures is using fabric in trees. So a beautiful draping green fabric in the tree is going to create an elegant look and really elevate this design. You can go with a darker, more saturated fabric, or even a soft and silky chiffon, or something a little bit more sheer. These are all going to be really great options. Now, when it comes to adding picks to this tree, a couple of things that you want to keep in mind. So I think that the variation of different types of greenery in a tree of this nature is really going to add a pretty and elegant and also interesting visual to this type of design. So I have here some green leaves as well as some green lamb's ears, eucalyptus type of branches that I think that would really add to this tree. In addition to maybe you have one of the variation Christmas trees that I talked about earlier, and that mixture of different types of foliage in the tree is going to give it a lot of visual interest and depth. Now, there are also some gold leaves that you can place in there as an accent, but I will caution you not to overdo it with the gold accents. And so this is just a very delicate touch, a delicate hint to an accent color in the tree, because you really want to maintain that monochromatic green, all green appearance to this Christmas tree. But here are a couple that will just give you that delicate touch, so you don't need a lot of this product, just a couple of these branches or leaves, or even these nice gold berries that will do the trick. Now for a floral for this tree, I really love this velvet green poinsettia, also because it's trimmed in a little bit of gold. This would make a really nice accent at the end of a run from when you have your fabric draping in the tree, for example. I think that would make a really beautiful accent. Now for the ornaments on this tree, you want to go for the majority of them being green. You can add in again some of the gold type of ornaments, but don't overdo it on the gold. But adding in a couple here and there, like maybe a beautiful gold finial, will give you a little bit of that elegant appearance and that little bit of that touch of accent that you're looking for without overdoing it. Now I think that when it comes to the green ornaments on the Christmas tree, variations of size are really going to be something that can be visually appealing. But the nice thing about this Christmas tree is you don't need to overdo anything. So even the green ornaments, you can keep this a little bit more on the minimalistic side and allow the green of the Christmas tree to come through and to really give that a show as well. So this is a nice thing about this tree. It's actually a little bit more economical than some of the other designs that you'll see that I have shown you, because you don't need as much product. Now when it comes to finishing the tree off, you can go with the classic tree skirts, such as just this gold tree skirt with the sequins, or a green tree skirt with the sequins. But you know that I have a little bit more of a designer touch when it comes to finishing off the trees. And my two suggestions would be, the first one is to design your tree the entire way to the floor. Now this is a little bit more tricky with this type of tree because it doesn't have a very full appearance when it comes to ornaments and picks and things like that. But one of my big designer tips is taking potentially a green garland and adding that around the base of the tree instead, to continue that tree the entire way to the floor. If you have a good match and that blends well, then this will be perfect for your tree. If you do not, then I would avoid this, so that way it's not going to stick out too much, because you're not going to have as much product to cover that up. Another really fun trick that you could try is getting a slim tree, so anything that's going to be a little bit more narrow, and getting a green ball gown skirt and using that as your tree skirt. And this is something that I really want to try this year for my Christmas season, so this is something you can tune back in, and I will be doing a video on this one as well. But adding this full skirt to a tree to make it look like the tree is actually also a dress, I just love this look, and I think it's so elegant, and it's just a different way of thinking about a tree skirt altogether. And so bringing it up into the tree, having a lot of fabric around the base of the tree, and so a little bit more of a full design, but I really love this. You can also use some of the draping fabric from the ribbon section that we talked about putting into the tree, instead of just using the green velvet ribbon alone to use that draping fabric. You can also continue that drape to the bottom of the tree, and to create a elevated and a little bit more of a full volume tree skirt that's going to give that tree a little bit of a higher design and a little bit more of an elegant designer look. Now I think one thing when you look at these images that can be a little bit off-putting is that a lot of them have a green base, and you think, wow, that tree looks really good in that room, but it might not look like that in my room. Well, one of the things that I can tell you is that I think for this tree in particular, because it has such a minimalistic design and style, is that you really want to set the scene for this Christmas tree. So for example, if you have a white walled room and you want to place a green Christmas tree in there, you can add in some some beautiful green velvet curtains over your window treatments. You can add in some really nice throw pillows. I have a couple of really sweet options here, especially this one with a little bit of gold trim on it that is going to accent the colors from your Christmas tree. You can even go as far as putting on a sofa cover that comes in various different sizes and options. You can find anything to go over your sofa, so it doesn't matter what style it is, you're going to be able to find something that can cover it up. And this I actually have tried myself on several different types of styles when it came to rocking chairs versus just any of the sofas in my home. I've tried this, mostly because of children, less because of the design element, but it's definitely something that works quite well, surprisingly enough. And so you could use a nice green velvet like cover and just completely transform your living room. And so now this Christmas tree is going to be blending into the environment, and now you have the entire scene set. So I would recommend that you consider with this type of tree, because you can save so much when it comes to product for the tree, to maybe invest some of that into setting the scene for your Christmas tree with the curtains and the throw pillows. So guys, what did you think of that beautiful emerald jewel? I really love that Christmas tree, especially I like the idea of setting the scene for that environment. Now the next Christmas tree that we're going to be looking at is called the Pastel Queen. Now this one is a really soft and gentle, beautiful tree filled with different types of pastel color arrangements. And this one is going to be really interesting for those of you who are drawn to vintage and retro styles, such as the colors that were popular in the 1950s. So I hope to see you in our next video when we unpack this Christmas tree design. The other thing I would like to hear from you is, what has been your favorite design that you have seen so far? Let me know in the comments below, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.